Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Linux Kernel 7.2 has officially been released, and this update brings improvements to graphics, CPU performance, file systems, networking, security, virtualization, and hardware support. Linus Torvalds announced the release on August 16th, 2026. Let's quickly go through the most important changes. One of the biggest highlights is the AMD GPU driver. Linux 7.2 introduces initial HDMI 2.1 FRL support, which is important for newer high bandwidth HDMI displays. AMD also gets a new, fairer GPU scheduler to improve how GPU workloads are handled. Intel users get several updates too. The Intel Xe driver receives initial CRI platform support, while Linux 7.2 adds support for Intel's Panther Lake R processors and Lizard Peak 2 hardware. On the performance side, Linux 7.2 introduces cache-aware load balancing. Basically, the scheduler can consider CPU cache locality when deciding where workloads should run. This can help modern multi-core systems use their resources more efficiently. Memory management also gets improvements, including multi-size transparent huge pages for Couch paged. Btrfs now enables large folios by default, while the swap subsystem receives additional improvements. File systems are another major focus. Linux 7.2 improves the NTFS file system introduced in kernel 7.1, adds an fscache backend to EROFS, and makes XFS zoned storage support no longer experimental. SMB now supports compressed files, and CIF gains the ability to manually reset clients. Networking receives several updates as well. There's MPTCP signaling support for IPv6, GRO, and GSO support for PPPoE, improvements to Thunderbolt networking, and a new TCP authentication option. Linux 7.2 also expands Rust support, including support for the zero-copy library, and adds Rust support for IBM System/390. Virtualization gets some useful additions too. KVM now supports AMD guest mode execution traps and Intel MBEC, while Intel Trusted Domain Extensions or TDX are also supported. Security improvements include UDP socket controls for landlock, new capabilities for IMA measurement data, and compiler-assisted type-based slab cache partitioning. There are plenty of smaller changes as well, better scheduling support, and additional storage features. And naturally, Linux 7.2 adds support for more hardware, including the TP-Link TLUB 250 and HoriPad Nintendo Switch wireless controller. So overall, Linux 7.2 isn't one massive revolutionary update. Instead, it's a broad release that improves many different parts of the Linux kernel, from graphics and CPU scheduling to file systems, networking, security, and hardware compatibility. The kernel is already available if you want to compile it yourself, but for most users, I recommend waiting for Linux 7.2 to arrive through your distribution's stable repositories. And now that Linux 7.2 is out, work on Linux 7.3 will begin soon. The first Linux 7.3 release candidate is expected on August 30th, with the final release currently expected around October. So, what do you think about Linux kernel 7.2? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.